Welcome to my review of the TRN BT20S Pro, which is quite a mouthful. This is their latest release. They have made one called the Non-Pro, which is probably around a year old by now. And it uses the same chipset, but the implementation is better on this one, which is, you will see later on in the video, they have done a better job with this product, but it is more expensive, and you'll see it. So there's just the box. It looks pretty, I'd say, straightforward. It's got information on it, TRN, Bluetooth, and yeah, let's get into the unboxing. So the unboxing, like I said, TRN, Bluetooth, which is Bluetooth 5. That's what it looks like, but obviously I will show you in more depth in a second. Mine's the 0.75 variant. You can change the adapters, which I will show later. And this is the specs. aptX obviously for Qualcomm, or if you've got a DAP that supports it. AAC obviously for iPhones, and SBC for the basic ones. There's all the 5 Bluetooth profiles it supports. 80 mAh on battery capacity for the earbuds, 70 mAh Bluetooth 5, and 5 volt 1 amp which it can charge, so you can just use your phone charger. So here we go, this is what it looks like. It's a bit different to like normal TWS cases because this actually has a zip, so it looks more like a a normal carry case, which is fine with me. The actual build is fine, so I'll just take it out. It comes with some documentation, which is kind of important because it does show the way of the actual use, how you use it, information, and so on and so forth. So yeah, here's the case itself. Type-C port on the front, kind of a leather. I'm not sure if it's real or like pleather, but the actual construction is fine. Obviously a zip, and that's how the adapters sit. Obviously L and R. They put them backwards because it makes it easier to package. Obviously you would have left then right on the side. Between the R and L on the case, there's a red dot that illuminates when you're actually charging it. And up here is the actual charge case. Sorry, my mistake, the charge cable. Obviously Type-C, which I'm just going to plug in now. It does slightly, you can slightly wiggle it. I don't think you'll see on the camera, but it does move just a little bit. It's fine in my opinion. Here's the actual QC certificate, which has still got the inspection spelt wrong. They should have really fixed that by now. Warranty card, all this as usual. There's just 1 year warranty. Yeah, that's it. And a QR code. Now the documentation, which is probably quite important because it shows you everything about this device and how you actually use it. Binaural, that's what they look like. The case, charge line, which is just a cable. How it works, LED indicator light, which flashes red when it's charging. Well, it stays red when it's charging, my mistake. There's only one button on them each, and the microphone is on the bottom. That's how. Now, if you want to see this, just pause the video. It's probably the best way. But it's very straightforward. And also, these do not have volume control, which is maybe good or bad in your opinion. But there's no actual. You can't change the volume. You have to do it from the source. That's just about pairing information. Does support voice assist, so Google Assistant, for example, should work. How you turn them off, connecting, pairing, answer call, reject call, things like that. How to reconnect. They do shut off, as I'm going to point. The low battery warning, it beeps, and they will disconnect after about 3 minutes, so you have to bear that in mind. There's more information there. There is a slight latency when I try this with my computer. When I tried this with my phone, there was no latency issues with YouTube. There's some more information. Bluetooth 5, just the more, the Bluetooth profiles, blah, blah, blah. Charge time of the buds are about 1.5 hours. And to charge the case, it's about 3 hours. And that's just some more information in Chinese. And quickly skim through that. Obviously, it's just the same information, just in Chinese. So I'll just quickly skim over it, and that's what the case looks like. Obviously, like I've said before, R and L are backwards. The blue lights to pair. These can be used in mono mode, which is very useful. That's what it looks like. There's the pogo pins to charge. In there is what I'll recommend to put the earbuds, which I'll show you in a second. But there you go. That's how they detach. That's the actual connectors themselves. The fit is quite snug. They're not hard to get off, but the actual fitment of the actual adapter is fine. There's like no issues at all. See, straightforward. I would like to have seen these with, say, like an MMCX included, but they do sell the adapters separately. There's only one button, and obviously on the bottom is the microphone. Shortly there will be a microphone clip, but I will get to that soon. So I'm just going to get one of my earbuds just as an example to how they fit. So I've tried them with the blondes. No issues with the fit. That's my the KZZ-AX, which is a new release when I made the video. They fit fine, and this is obviously the CCA CA16s, which are thick boys. One way of pulling it, and I'll show you how they fit, because they are a good test for the case, because these are probably one of the larger IEMs you'll buy that fit. So just clip it in. And I'll show you how it actually fits in the case, because as you say, these are quite big. Put the other one on. There's two methods. You can leave them on, like yourself. But as you say, the fit isn't that good. See how they fit? And if you try and close the lid, it doesn't close. You're kind of forcing it, which is not the best way. Or you can unclip them and then pop them in the top, which I'll do now, and it is a better fitment. You just have to bear in mind you have to keep unplugging them and then pulling them in the top. And yeah, in a few seconds I've got a microphone clip, so you'll know what they sound like, and that's how it fits. A better fitment when they're unplugged. And that's it. This is just a quick mic check of the TRN BT20S Pro. These are actually in stereo, as I'm using both. This is my normal speaking volume. I'm on about 45% in Windows 10. That's how I'm capturing this footage. It sounds, well, yeah, I'll let you decide. What do you think it sounds like? There was a bit of a peak then. I think it sounds okay, but yeah. This is just a quick mic check of the microphones in a quiet room on the TRN BT20S Pro. So yeah, here's how they fit on the KZZ-AX. One of the improvements they have made is the ear hook part is much softer, which is a lot better, I think. These do have a water resistance rating, which is very useful. BT range, so the Bluetooth range is around 10 meters. But if they are, if you lose line of sight, they can break quite easily. But if your phone or your digital audio player is on you, I had no issues whatsoever. So there's only one button, which does like play, pause, and twice for next track, triple for previous track, and all that. It works fine. The battery life on these are like 9 hours, which is really good, which is the best. No TWS at the time can really match that. To charge the case is around 3 hours, which is fine as well. YouTube latency is fine for me, and they do work in mono perfectly. Actual sound quality is really good. They still have the hiss, but it's not near as bad as their non-pro model. And the sound quality, I can't really fault. It sounds probably a touch better than the last model, but there's not really much in it. They are a better model than the previous one. That's how it fits. Like, that's the older model, the previous Qualcomm. They are superior. The build quality is better. As you see in the older one, it looks like it has that flake finish. And yeah, they're quite good. The sound I can't fault. They do the job well. So my conclusion of these are really good, I think. They are expensive compared to the previous one. They're like twice the price. But everywhere they are better, in my opinion. But you are paying for that. Like the battery life, the quality, the actual sound, the fitment, replaceable adapters, the actual sound quality, the lower hiss. They are a better product. And yeah, I like these. I like to see what they do next. But they should have really included maybe MMCX with it instead of buying them. And that's it. Thanks for watching.